Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to cover a couple of things. Days Gone just released on PC. Port is excellent, however, there's a bit of controversy that has arisen due to the data collection policy that is attached to the game. I know usually we meme on that stuff and we just completely don't read anything and we go next. However, a Steam reviewer, and it's one of the top reviews on Steam, did point it out. It's an easy block that you can do, and you can play Days Gone in essentially offline mode, so that is something to note. We'll talk about that, and also I do want to take you guys through an excellent Humble bundle that is available right now in the Bandai Namco bundle. Really good bundle here, so we'll talk about that in just a second. So, credit to Steam reviewer Higsterman. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but this reviewer noted, and it's like one of the top reviews for Days Gone. Like, if you pull up Days Gone's Steam page right now, it's the second review on my page, and the issue with it is not the game itself, because the game is an excellent port. It's actually much better than the Horizon Zero Dawn port, and I've been playing Horizon recently on PC, and my god, that port is not very good. But Days Gone is a far cry from it, even playing it on a GTX 1080, which we did some testing on, at 1440p maxed out, and you're talking about a 5-year-old GPU, that game was running pretty darn smoothly. And I saw comments on people talking about how if you just dock down a setting or two, you get consistent north of 60 FPS on that game. I was getting like 50 to 55. But again, that's with a 1080, not my 3080. Wanted to test the 1080 on that. But the data collection policy is gaining some traction right now, and it is not just collecting the typical information like diagnostic information on your PC. It is actually collecting things like keystrokes and anything from websites. It's a lot of stuff that they're collecting, and the developers are noting that this is happening because of the game to prevent cheating and things like aimbots. However, Days Gone is a single-player game. It would be one thing if this was a multiplayer experience, but it's a single-player experience, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense. However, it should be noted that there's also a Steam community thread that shows you how to go into offline mode with the game. Essentially, you just go into the Windows Defender firewall, you add a new outbound rule, and then you add Days Gone to it, and it'll block the connection, and you should be good to go after that's done. Now, do I think Sony Ben is trying to do anything nefarious with it? Do I think Sony's trying to do anything nefarious? Probably not. However, still, data collection policies like this is still very, very questionable, especially when you're talking about somebody like Sony, which we don't have to go back to the Sony 2011 hack of the PlayStation Network. I mean, that did happen way back in the day, and I went through that. I remember picking up my copy of SOCOM 4 and not being able to play it for a while. However, this is something a little bit different, but it does tie together, and it's a little bit strange that they would ask for this much information and, accessibility to your PC on a single-player game. I mean, there was a lot of controversy with things like Valorant, and Valorant was, just crazy. Valorant was something completely different, but at the very least, Valorant was a multiplayer game, and Days Gone, it's a single-player game, and yeah, you're preventing aimbotting and cheating. Okay, you're preventing cheating in a single-player game. Woohoo! I guess those Steam achievements are going to be a lot easier to get if I cheat through the game. I mean, these Sony titles aren't even that hard to get all the achievements in. So that's not really a thing either. But yeah, it is an easy fix. So yeah, again, credit to Higsterman for pointing this out in the Steam review section. It's like the top rated review right now of people that found it helpful. So check out the review. He goes more in depth with it. But yeah, pretty interesting development here. Hopefully Sony Ben does talk about this and puts out a statement for this. But hey, at the very least, you can block it through Windows Firewall. And again, I don't think Sony Ben is doing anything nefarious with it. It's just pretty interesting development, to say the least, and you always want to be a little bit cautious when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, moving on from that, I do want to note the Best of Bandai Namco bundle that is available on Humble right now. This is an excellent bundle. If you pay $1, that'll get you Pac-Man 256, whatever. It's Pac-Man. Pac-Man's pretty good, not to meme on Pac-Man. Pay $12 or more, and that's where things get pretty good. Tekken 7, Tales of Berseria, Katamari Damacy Reroll, and then, that's pretty good. Tales of Berseria is an awesome JRPG. Katamari Damacy Reroll is solid, and Tekken 7's awesome. Wish fighting games on PC had cross-platform play, but hey, it is what it is. If you beat the average of 1902, you'll get Tales of Zestiria Rad and Little Nightmares Complete Edition. Nice improvement, but you'll want to go all the way to pay $20 or more, because then you get everything, and then you also get Code Vein and Project Cars 3, so that adds an incentive as well. I think that's really good for $20 to get all that stuff. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below, but that's going to wrap up this one. I'll leave a link to the Steam community thread if you do have a copy of Days Gone and you want to block the data collection. Again, I don't think Sony Bend is trying to do anything crazy here. I wouldn't think. But hey, if you want to be a little bit proactive on things like that, I'll leave a link to the Steam community thread that was done by Falcon, and that is going to be a little bit helpful if you do want some peace of mind. And then, yeah, check out the Humble Best of Bandai Namco bundle. Quite a good bundle there. That's going to wrap up this one. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.